Is this tower going to replace Golden Scout? I'm pretty sure most of you have already watched the Operator trailer by now, and based on what we've seen, it looks like Operator will have 2 upgrade paths. One path seems to keep the classic Scout appearance, while the other transforms the tower into the version wearing full gear suit. We don't have all the details yet, but that's what it looks like from the trailer. Now, one of the most interesting things about Operator is its unique buff mechanic. We already know that the tower becomes stronger the more operators you place. If you look closely at the trailer, you can actually see operators being connected to each other, which is probably how the buff system works. We don't know exactly what those buffs are because these buff icons are completely new. Obviously, increased damage seems like the most likely effect, but there could be more to it than that. What's confusing me is that there appear to be 2 different buff icons. One of them shows a +10 symbol, while the other icon is still a mystery. Right now, we don't really know what either of them means, but they're most likely related to Operator's buff mechanic. Another thing I noticed is the circles around the operators. I have a feeling those circles might represent the buff range. If that's true, then you'll probably need to place your operators close together in order to receive the maximum benefit. In other words, you might not be able to spread them all over the map and still get the buff. Instead, you'll likely need to keep them within a certain distance of each other so they can stay connected and continue boosting one another. Of course, this is all speculation for now. We'll have to wait until the tower actually releases before we know exactly how the mechanic works. Now, back to the original question. Is Operator going to replace Golden Scout? Honestly, it's possible. Operator is literally an evolved version of Scout, and if its buff are as strong as they look, there's a good chance it could outperform Golden Scout in many situations. However, until we see the final stats, it's way too early to say for sure. Golden Scout could still have advantages that make it worth using, especially considering how strong some Golden Towers already are. Thankfully, we won't have to wait much longer because Operator is arriving next Friday. So if you're planning on unlocking it right away, make sure you're saving up your coins and gems because this is probably going to be another expensive grind. Anyway, that's all for today. What do you guys think? Will Operator replace Golden Scout, or do you think Golden Scout will still have a place in the meta? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.